Except to live under a rock right now, you will know that VDM's case and VDM's arrest is the most viral thing on the internet right now. But the question is, who really arrested VDM? We know that it was the EFCC that took him, and the whole situation of JT Bank will still address that. But who really arrested VDM? That's the question of this video. So let's start with the whole arrest saga. It happened that yesterday or a couple of days back, as at the time I'm releasing this video, VDM went to GT Bank to sort out the situation between his mom and GT Bank, where she was getting unknown debit alerts from her accounts. And because of that, he went to the bank, and going to the bank, after trying to sort things out, on his way out of the bank, according to the testimony of his brother, on the way out of his bank, he was locked in the door for about 5 to 10 minutes. And there's where he was picked up, blindfolded or covered, his face was covered. Him and a guy named Sipak, and they were both arrested and taken in the bulldog van. That's how they left. But this caused an uproar because after this testimony, people blacklisted GT Bank because of VDM called them out. So people blacklisted GT Bank, and a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of both Rattels, non-Rattels, but everybody that supports VDM and what it stands for, took their money out of the accounts, out of their GT Bank account. So right now, GT Bank is kind of like blacklisted at the moment because of the whole situation, because of VDM's arrest. And after as the whole thing is happening, GT Bank had to release a CCTV to defend themselves so that they don't lose customers, that it wasn't on their premises that VDM was actually arrested. And in their CCTV, you could spot VDM actually leaving the premise of the bank before the whole situation happened. We don't really know what happened after that, but in GT Bank's defense, it wasn't in their premise that the whole situation happened. And now that's one thing. And then today we got a press release from Deji Adenyaju's from the lawyer concerning the whole case, and he talked about how VDM was arrested, how he was beaten and tortured and maltreated, and the fact that there was a warrant for his arrest. So there was a warrant for his arrest, and this warrant was on the count of cyber stalking. And that's the whole purpose of this video, like cyber stalking who? Because we know that VDM's whole philanthropic act is centered on the media, and when they say cyber stalking, it actually relates to pursuing somebody online and trying to tail somebody online. And this could be anybody, because VDM has called out a lot of people. Like this is a premise to how VDM operates, because it sees faults online, it sees faults and uses the media to push to sensitize the people of the issues and the problems he's seeing from both people and both the government and any other thing. So that is the whole model to how VDM operates. So cyber stalking who? It could be anybody, because it could be either via political agenda or political propagation to arrest VDM, or it could be entertainment related, or even news getting to us, to which I will talk about. It could also be gospel related, because somebody mentioned that in this whole particular saga. So let's talk about the whole political affiliation. So it's no news that VDM has come out to talk on different things relating to the president. At a point, he even he addressed Sheyi Tinubu concerning the whole youths, how he needs him to represent the youths, and the thing even made him to have an issue with a TikTok influencer. And that aside, recently he also came out to talk to Sheyi Tinubu, or talk on the situation with Sheyi Tinubu and the former NAMS president, because the former NAMS president accused Sheyi Tinubu and other people concerning them maltreating him and threatening him and doing a lot of other stuff. He just accused them, and because of that, VDM had talked on it and made some insinuations and things. He just talked on the whole thing, And this could be related to his arrest. We don't know. So that's one of the speculations. The other speculation is GT Bank. But the GT Bank one, it's very less likely that it's GT Bank, because one thing I've noticed, and one thing we know about businesses like the bank, they know that the customers make, and the customers model, the customers are the determinant of their success. And without the customers, they don't stand. So because of that, they will not want to get into the wrong books or the wrong things with the customers. And they know that VDM is kind of like a middle voice for the youths. And the youths make up majority of the customers in these banks. So anything done to VDM will tarnish the image of their brand. And because of that, they will not be able to do business like they used to. So it is very, very less likely that the GCB that is responsible for his arrest, because first of all, he came out to just complain like any customer would. So he didn't do anything wrong. And GCB, I'm sure they are very wise and they are very smart in the bank. They will not come and arrest him for that. But either way, people still blacklisted GTB because obviously they took information and there was someone from a higher source that informed them, or not obviously, allegedly, or let me not say obviously, allegedly they might have taken direction or directives from people above them on things or information on when VDM went to their bank for his mother's complaint and when he was out. So that's how the EFCC got to know where he was at that particular time. So they might have been either an informant, or they might have aided the arrest of VDM one way or the other, either by the locking situation, which we don't know whether it's true or not, or the information part where they informed the EFCC that this is where VDM was at this particular time. One of the two. So because of that, people have blacklisted GTB for now, and a lot of people are taking their money out of GTB. So then the other suspects of his arrest could be the gospel industry. Let me just call gospel industry. Like, people are assuming, there's a lot of assumption I might be messaging, or maybe all this Pastor Jeremiah and all these people. I don't know if it's Pastor Jeremiah because he has led that case. Even Messi case too has died a bit. It's no longer as prominent as it used to be. But according to a testimony from Shehu Kuti, that is why people are looking at that direction, because Shehu Kuti said this.
Did you tell me say now one gospel artist when they talk for their matter, say they take person money, they don't take person money, stop. So right there and then, I don't even want to mention the name of anybody we can get the issue with. I just want to see what they happen.
So according to Shehu Kuti's testimony, there is saying that it's somehow related to the gospel ministry, and people are just saying it might be messaging. If you check the live, you will see a lot of people speculating that it might be messaging or somebody. So these are the pockets to which people are assuming, but nobody really knows who arrested VDM. Remember, everything said in this video is allegedly, aside the facts that was said. Everything said in this video is we are speculating. It's based on speculation. There's no facts here. We're just speculating based on what we have seen and the information we got from the media. So everything said there is on speculation. So these are the things that so these are the major pockets, and these are the people that people are suspecting that might have been the reason for VDM's arrest. But we don't know until the information is clear and it comes out to us about who really arrested VDM. And with that being said, people are coming out, a lot of influencers, celebrities, a lot of people that have a platform are coming out to stand and just give justice to who justice is due. And people are saying, please, free VDM. It's the voice of the people. And that's true. VDM has done so much for Nigeria in the past few years. Like his rise came in towards the latter part of 2023. So From that part up until now, VDM has made a lot of impacts, and we are seeing the impacts. Sometimes you might question how it does it. You might question is fights with some specific people. But aside that, we see that he has the good mind, and is pursuing justice in the way he can, and he's just fighting for the people. And even some, of course, when you're in the limelight and you're fighting for the people, there are a lot of attacks you will get, and a lot of people will come against you. But remember that let's look at the overall cause and the overall thing that he is fighting for, and that is for a better Nigeria. And for sure, we all have to lend our voices for a better Nigeria. So free VDM is actually the message of now. And guys, with that being said, tell me what you think about this whole thing. Who do you think is responsible for VDM's arrest? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.